Salute. Get this shit stuck in your head.
Doomsday's coming. Doomsday's coming.
Had to throw that in there. All the shit that's been going on, I had to throw that motherfucker in there. What up? What up? What up? What's going on, peoples? What's going on? Salute. You know what I'm saying? Long time no see. What up, Hutch? What up, man?
Where the hell you been at, man?
Man, you know, living life, man. Living life. You know how life is. Shit'll catch you up sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it happens.
Yeah. It's just the way things go, man. It's just the way things go. Shit, I'm happy to be back, though, man. I'm happy to see everybody, man. What up? What up? What up? Shit, chilling, man. I gotta give an update, though. I'm gonna come right out the gate. Gotta give an update on this car situation, because I know the last time we talked to everybody, I was telling y'all about the car situation. So we ended up finally getting a hold of the insurance company for the corporation for the company that we took the car to. Had to go through the Better Business Bureau in order to get somebody to answer us. Now, they got our car over a month, and in order for them to talk to us, we had to go through the Better Business Bureau. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So anyway, we ended up talking to the insurance company. Insurance company sent out a dude to look at the car to see what had happened. A week later, we talked to the insurance company. The inspector they sent out said, look, they fucked up when they put on the water pump, or they didn't put enough water in it. But when they did everything and then they jumped in it, started it up and took it for a ride, they blew up your engine. So boom, 100, they had their own inspector go in, and he proved without a shadow of a doubt that it was their fault. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So with and the last time that Nisi actually talked to the dude who was talking to us at first, she finally got a hold of him like early. She called like 7:30 in the morning. Caught that motherfucker off guard because I had been calling from my number, so he didn't even know her number. He gets on the phone. He like, oh, I just want to let you know it ain't our fault. You know, you got an outstanding bill here. Like, of course we got an outstanding bill. We don't even have our car. Y'all still got the car. Of course we got that. What the hell are you talking? And this motherfucker saying it ain't my fault and all this, but then they send out the inspector, boom, bam, bit. So what they did, listen to this. Listen how fucked up this is, man. They hit us up. They say, look, we're going to give you some money. Your car's totaled. You know, the car wasn't worth that much to begin with. So we'll give you some money, but, you know, we need you to go out and get your tags off the car, get all your personal belongings and stuff. And then hit us up and we'll take care of everything. And, you know, at first I'm like, nah, man, fuck you. I want my car and I want it fixed. You know what I'm saying? But really, I didn't. You know what I mean? It was just like, whatever, man. I just want to be done with it. I was so fed up with it. So listen to this. So we get up early on a Saturday, ride an hour away to where the car was. I start taking off the tag and I look in the trunk. And my toolbox is missing. Can you believe that these motherfuckers robbed the car? And I don't know who. I don't know if it was the first place, the second place that had it, or the tow company that towed it from one to the other. But somebody robbed the damn car, man. We got to pay to use the beaches around our house. You know, I've talked about that.
Right.
They stole the tag. It's like a hanging thing you put in your mirror. They stole that. And that costs to replace that costs $50. You know what I'm saying? So not only did they blow up our car, totally screw us out of a ride, but then they robbed the motherfucker while they had it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this is impossible. So what we did, and you know I ain't one for the police, but I was like, look, we got to have a report of this. It's got to be legit. Like, we can't fuck around with this. So immediately, Nisi called the local sheriff's office and had him come out, and we did a report on it of what was stolen out of the car and all that. And never heard from him or nothing like that. I mean, and it wasn't that it wasn't that much as far as money goes, but still, it's the point. Y'all motherfuckers just completely ruined our car. And not only that, you're gonna rob with a little bit of shit that we had in it, man. You some sorry motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of those kind of things where they're like, oh, it's blowed up and they're just gonna leave it here. We might as well go ahead and start nitpicking. You know what I mean? Like, they never expected anything to come of that. They were like, oh, it's just another car that's gonna sit there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you would have to be a klepto. No bullshit, because the shit that they took, like, you would have to be somebody that just like stealing shit, because it was like worthless. It was a plastic box, and it had like some gloves in it, an old $2 flashlight, a cheap set of jumper cables. I mean, I had a couple tools in there, but it was like extra tools that I had, nothing really important. You know what I mean? It was just unbelievable, man. I'm like, these some petty ass motherfuckers.
Right.
No damn sense at all. You know what I mean?
Ain't nobody got no damn no courtesy or no respect anymore. You know what I mean?
Nah, man. I couldn't believe it, man, because this is a known place. Like, this ain't no little mom and pop shop. Like, I don't know if I should say. I'm still holding off on saying who. I'm gonna say who it is. Like, I'm gonna.
You've already said a couple times on the last couple of your lives, because like you was praising them. You was like, hey, they did me good. You know what I mean? And then boom. You know what I mean? Like, so you plugged them a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna do a whole video just to have it on record and have it on, you know, and I'm gonna do it like y'all already know everything. So when y'all see the video pop up, y'all ain't even gotta watch it. I just want it on my page, and I want to say exactly what happened, because you never know, man. I would love for the whole world to know how this company dealt with us, man, because it was the most atrocious shit I've ever done. I've been locked up. I've had to deal with judges, lawyers, state's attorneys. I mean, the worst people in the world to have to deal with, and I've been treated better by every other person ever than these motherfuckers, man. I mean, I couldn't believe it. They blow up your shit and won't even get on the phone with you. You know what I'm saying?
You can't trust anybody anymore.
No, it's mind blowing, man.
But
Fucking
that's the thing.
mind blowing.
The way they make stuff nowadays is that you have to rely on somebody else to fix your shit. They're making it impossible to do anything in your own driveway anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got that
You
right.
got to take it to a shop. So you're just blind faith and trust that the person playing with all that stuff under your hood actually knows what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah, and you know, you try to take it to a place that is actually I don't know if they're nationwide, but they're definitely, like, there's a bunch of them. Like, there's one in every county in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? And the corporation, that the name of that, I'm not gonna drop names tonight. I'm gonna put everything in a video, but the corporation, I think everybody knows. They probably had Super Bowl commercials back in the days. Like, this ain't no small time joint. Like, this is some serious shit. And for them to treat the people like that, like, it's crazy. But the insurance company, because the insurance company offered us money for the car. And I was like, look, man, it's been a month and a half. These Bammers wouldn't get on the phone with us. You know how stressful this was, not only on me, but on my wife? Like, I mean, and you know, it is what it is, man. You deal with shit, but still, they're responsible for all this headache. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, y'all gonna pay us for the car, but what about all the fucked up minutes we spent worrying about y'all, trying to get in hold of y'all, wondering what the fuck is wrong with our car? You know, we didn't find out what happened to the car till the insurance company. And I was like, look, first thing I want to ask you, what happened to the car? Because I still don't know. It's a month and a half later. I know I'm never going to drive this motherfucker again. But what the fuck happened? What is the problem? Because I couldn't get nobody on the phone to even say what the problem was. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they came out with it, man. And then they dropped the heater. When they dropped the heater and said they're responsible for it, that was all I needed to hear. I was like, cool, man. That's because I thought they were going to say some stupid shit like, oh, well, you know, the car was old and it's pretty much your fault. You should have never brought it in the first place, you know, or some shit like that. You know what I mean? T. Paul, appreciate you.
Damn, nice.
But
that's
we could,
because like if you wouldn't have put in the legwork to go through the BBB and do all that, like you just would have been another statistic of somebody who got screwed over by a shady ass mechanic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was kind of. I'm gonna tell you that there was something strange one time when at the very beginning. Another dude answered the phone, and it wasn't the dude that I talked to all the time. And this is before everything happened. Dude said my full name, and he said it in a weird way. He's like, "This is so and so, so and so," and I was like, "Yeah," you know what I mean? Like, "Yeah, motherfucker, what?" And he didn't say nothing after that. And then he gave the phone to somebody else. But I'm sitting there thinking, okay, who did I get back in the days? And now they're going to fuck up my car. You know what I'm saying? It just had that vibe to it, man. I was like, oh, shit, somebody going to pay me back. But see, but in all honesty, the car, we looked up Blue Book on that car. And you're looking at, you know, maybe $1,000 if you're lucky, if it's in real good shape. And with I mean, it had a oil leak like a motherfucker. It's old. It had like 220,000 miles on it. I mean, it was a 23-year-old car, and they gave us like 3 times what the car was worth. So I mean, you know, we kind of made out. And then on top of that, I hit them up and was like, look, somebody got to give me something. So you know what they gave me? They gave me an extra amount for they said it was for rental car use, even though I didn't get a rental car. Right. They were like, we're trying to figure out a way to give you a little extra. We know you deserve a little extra. You know how much they gave me, man? 420. 420. I was like, that's the perfect amount. You know what I'm saying? Josh, what's going on, man?
Where you been at, bro?
What up?
Hutch.
Jill.
What up, Hutch?
Sherry, what up?
Yeah,
Appreciate you. Yeah, man, it's just been crazy. It's just been crazy.
I feel you.
Hey, it all worked out in the end, though. You know what I mean? It worked out perfect in the end.
Get him.
Yeah. Before we ever took the car, and this will be, I'll be done talking about the car. I just wanted to, let everybody know what happened and shit. But before we ever took the car, Niecy wanted to get another car, and I was like, nah, this one's paid off. We don't have no payments on it, man. Let's dump a couple grand into it and keep it going for another year or two. You know, the market's bad and shit. So I'm trying not to get a car payment. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, man. I'll drive a beater. I'm that type of dude.
For sure.
So she ended up getting what she wanted, man, because she ended up getting another car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nice. I know she's happy.
Yeah, so it worked out, man. It worked out.
Oh. Hello, everybody in chat. Niecy.
Chill.
I haven't said hello yet. My bad.
Man, I want to talk about the shit that's been going on, man. I ain't been around, so I ain't been able to talk my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, let me just throw this out here. Hey, fam, y'all in the chat. Seriously, I was chilling. PT hit me up like, hey, yo, you heard about this thing in Ohio? And it was off my radar because it was like, I guess it had just happened. It was like 2 days in or something. And he was like, hey, animals dying, 100 miles, da-da-da. And I was like, yeah, okay. You know
and then what happened? It blew up on YouTube.
Yeah. Seriously.
Everybody talking about that shit.
Seriously. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I knew it was coming, man, but I hadn't done nothing, so I was just trying to hit y'all up, see if y'all heard anything, and if y'all didn't know, to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I started thinking, in all honesty, man, because Denise's dad lives in Pennsylvania. We know Sophia's in Pennsylvania, and I was like, man, the word's got to get out. Somebody got to start talking about this because that shit's headed towards Pennsylvania, and I got peoples there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got peoples there. But tell me this, just real quick.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna throw something out there about that. Because this is what I get out of it. Here's this train that is derailed. And it has this car that's filled with toxic chemicals. And they're worried about blowing it up, right? I mean, they're worried about it blowing up. And then they go and blow it up.
Yeah.
The solution to the problem was the problem.
Right.
Does that make any sense? That don't make no sense to me. Like, hey man, this thing's gonna blow up. What do? Blow it up. Like what?
Yeah.
Who does that shit, man? What the fuck? And why is there so look, we keep an eye on all kinds of shit. If there was all kinds of trains being derailed, the prepping community would be all over that shit. Now there's trains derailing in every other state, and now people want to come out talking about, oh, well, that stuff happens all the time. Oh, it does. Oh, we have a Chernobyl 0.2, 2.0, whatever. That happens all the time, huh? Well, please tell me where the fuck this is happening, because I want to be safe.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck wrong with these people. And let me say this about the balloon.
Okay.
Let me say this shit about the balloon. You got the so-called #1 military force in the world watching a balloon for a week go across the entire country. Then boom, we decide we got to put up one of our fighter jets, a war machine, and shoot a high-dollar war missile at it to bring it down. And then almost a week after that, they try to drop some shit like, oh, well, this wasn't even functional no more. It was kind of like trash. It was just a weather balloon. All right, now hear me out on this. Because this is where they fucked up. Because one, if that's the truth, which there ain't no fucking way it's the truth, but if that's the truth, then we have the most incompetent, non-knowing, the worst military intelligence we could ever have in our... I mean, come on, man. Y'all watched it for a week. Y'all blew it out the sky and still took another week, and y'all just... When do we as a country, the most powerful country in the world, send up a F-22 with a $500,000 missile to take down trash out of the sky?
Right.
And you're going to sit here and tell me that they had no idea what it was and then they found out it's trash? Come on, man. These motherfuckers, I can't believe that they would feed us this bullshit.
So what you think, Tribe? What you think?
I think it's bullshit. The whole damn thing. Whole damn thing. Nothing but a bunch of bullshit, man.
What you think it was? What you think it was, PT?
I think it was Biden letting that motherfucker out of Gitmo. And they say, oh, shit, man, we got to keep this under wraps. We can't. I'm only at a 3% liking in the polls. I'm gonna be like -5 after this.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Who getting ready to drop the list? They getting ready to drop the list. Who on that motherfucker?
What?
Oh shit! We need more balloons. How many more shits can we shoot out the sky so we can keep it in the news? So we don't have to hear about the list.
What list, bro?
The list.
The
what
Epstein
list?
Epstein.
The list, Jack.
What is he talking about, Hutch?
The Epstein list.
Hey, be careful. Can you say that?
Yeah. I mean,
No.
they dropping the list of motherfuckers that was visiting the island, man.
Bro, that's everybody. Hutch, you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I didn't know that.
But tell me this though. Tell me this.
bro,
They're not only telling us American citizens this shit, but this is China listening. This is Putin listening.
oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're could you imagine if this is the truth and this is really what they're putting out and they're trying to feed motherfuckers on this planet? Can you imagine Xi Jinping and them fellas over there talking about, man, they don't even know what the fuck's flying in their fucking sky. Man, we could send over 20,000 planes right now. They wouldn't know what the fuck to do. They don't even know what a fucking balloon is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the scariest shit I've heard in a long time, man, that our military couldn't figure out what a motherfucking thing was that was in our skies and that we actually shot. Bro, it's just, man, I'm telling you, it's mind blowing, man.
It's worse than that though. Look, it's almost a little worse than that. I think the only reason that we know about this is because they couldn't keep it under wraps. You know what I'm saying? If they could have kept it under wraps, they would have. But that shit came down so low that people started seeing it, and they're like, "Oh, where's seriously?" And I think there's gonna be a lot more coming our way. I think they are somewhat incompetent. I love our Army, our Air Force, but I don't know if they're prepared for what we're about to see, bro.
How do you feed your people this nonsense though, man? How do you do that, man? How can you sit there and say that this shit was a leftover balloon that wasn't functional no more and shit? I mean, that thing was on a direct path to 4 fucking nuclear sites.
Right.
And the video, I mean, for real, the video is gonna be. I did 2 shorts, and immediately because of the titles, I didn't even say nothing bad, but they were immediately yellow and weren't shared out.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I mean, these motherfuckers. It's just like that train shit, man. Oh, listen to this. You know what? Hey, chat. You know Biden, right? We got this massive train shit going on in Ohio, right? People going around to the creek, scraping the creek beds, and all these chemicals coming up in the water and shit. But old Biden rejected federal disaster help for the people in Ohio.
No shit.
Yep.
Bro.
Nah, man, we ain't giving you no money, man. Nah, you ain't getting no help. We ain't giving you no money, man.
What?
Yeah,
Everything all
the
good.
video Native did earlier was a Buttigieg just downplaying the whole thing. Well, there's 1,000 train derailments a year, and none of them are worthy of, emergency status, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, they just played it off like it wasn't shit.
And you got to hit them with this. Look, if you got 1,000 train derailments a year, you got a fucked up train system, Jack.
Yeah.
You got some serious. Why are we telling the whole world how fucked up our country is if all this shit is true?
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Xi Jinping sitting there saying, man, they got 3. Y'all gonna sit here and tell me 1,000 a year? That would be 3 train derailments every day.
Yeah. Bro,
And we're gonna tell China this shit. We're gonna tell Russia this shit.
Bro, he's like, it can't be this easy. Are you shitting me?
Come on, man. These motherfuckers so full of it.
We got too complacent and comfortable. Like I say, we as in the government. You know what I mean? We see it with even our own people in this kind of community. Is a lot of people. Oh, it'll never happen here. There'll never be boots on the ground. We'll never be invaded. And like it's that flat line of thinking. People just got too comfortable. You know what I mean? And now we're finding out, oh, y'all got too comfortable because we just got random shit popping up above our heads just whenever it wants to. You know what I mean?
Man, I tell you what, if I'm an enemy of America and I'm hearing about all this shit, this 1,000 trains a year, oh, they can't figure out what a balloon is. They're just throwing fight. I'm telling you, man, I would look at us like we were just a non-threat. We're a third world country that has no fucking backbone whatsoever. We are weak and disposable. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, these motherfuckers ain't smart enough to come up with a better lie than that, than to not make us look weak to other people. You don't sit there and I mean, this Pete Buttigieg, whatever the fuck, man, he comes out and says that shit. You don't do that, man. You don't come out and say, oh, our country's so fucked up in the train department. We have derailments 3 times a day. The fuck? Come on, dog. Come on.
Hey, man. Hey, I hope it's not as bad as what they're telling us, but I'm afraid it might be. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't it one of those things where if they tell you it's at this level, then it's really up here?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
When is it ever better than they actually, you know what I mean?
All right, well, y'all want me to hit you with it, man. I know y'all do. I know y'all do. I know y'all like my thinking, man. I know y'all like my thinking.
Of course.
So this is what worries me.
Okay.
And just hear me on it, and y'all can figure out where I'm going with it. But it kind of worries me that our military and our president and our rulers think they need to shoot a couple things out of the sky to scare other countries into not coming into our sky. What are they worried about? Are they worried about somebody coming over this motherfucker and they trying to shoot shit out the sky to let people know, hey, we'll shoot trash out the sky, motherfucker. Don't bring your shit over here. But you gotta wonder how, you know what I'm saying? Is that the case?
I wouldn't doubt it, because there are a lot of no-name countries that have stepped up last year that can actually reach our coasts and stuff now. You know what I mean? From their continent.
Hutch.
I mean, it's
shit.
Oh shit.
You serious, Hutch?
Damn.
Ah,
What up?
What's up, fellas? Tribe, what's going on, my brother?
What's up, man? What's up? How long you been back there, man? Because I just looked down. Did you just get there?
Yeah,
All right, cool.
Can you believe
I was
this?
waiting
Native?
for a segue, man. Y'all been killing it. I didn't want to interrupt y'all.
Oh shit. Fly in, man. Fly in.
Yeah. Hey, can I say something real quick? This is a question. Native. Yeah, bro. Hey, Native, can you answer this? So
Right.
what I was saying is, look, just as much as they show us, the things that they don't show us are just as important. All of this stuff that's been happening, they can't find they can't put a face on the fall guy for this shit. Nothing. All the trains, all the warehouses, all the crazy stuff, bro. There's nobody that's doing it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like, with this train derailment, I've wondered that, like, whose fault is this? What happened? We don't know what happened. No one. Biden's already backing them, saying that they're not going to hold them responsible. There's no
Right.
liability. Like, you can't sue them and stuff. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
What happened first? What's going
It's-
on?
Yeah, is it a crew?
I'll throw something out there to y'all.
Get it.
Wasn't we just about to deal with not too long ago a strike?
Yeah.
Wasn't there gonna be a strike? So
Yeah.
Right for the midterms.
right. So I mean, is there beef between the train system and the government in a way that we don't hear about and know about, and things are being done to? Because that's a big hit on a company. You know,
Sabotage.
we
Do you think it's sabotage?
Tap in.
I mean, why? Look, if you got those kind of chemicals on a train running, wouldn't that be like you would secure that the most? You know what I'm saying? Like, you would make sure that that's top notch. You're gonna check every track on the way. You're gonna check every wheel on the train. You're gonna make sure everything's top notch, that nothing's gonna happen, because if something happens, we're gonna
But
have
see, I
Chernobyl
think
2.0.
I think that's the way that they can avoid liability, is if they're like, oh, well, we didn't have enough workers during the pandemic to keep up with the maintenance on the tracks, and this is just one of those things, you know, blame it on 2019. Oh, I'm sorry, forgive and forget, and just move on. Like, I guarantee in some kind of way that that's going to be an excuse to justify everything, so they don't have to answer a single thing. Just, oh, we didn't have enough staffing to take care of it because of the pandemic. You know what I mean? And that's
That's
all
what they use. That's what they use for every goddamn thing now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I just wanted to give a little shout out though, man. I just wanted to give a little shout out. I'm sure y'all feel the same. I just wanted to send my prayers to Fetterman, because he's in the hospital. You know, he's got depression, so you know he had to be, you know, put in a place.
Depression,
You
man.
know, so I wanted to make sure I send out, you know, my prayers and thoughts to Fetterman. Make sure, you know, you get your mental health up, dude. You know what I mean?
Bro, this
I,
dude
I
that
hope
can't.
he gets bunked with that same dude that beat up the old man at the nursing home.
Wait, what?
Such so compassionate.
This is the dude that couldn't put sentences
Hey,
together,
man,
right?
that they're lying, right? Like, he's having mental issues from his stroke, and he has to go to the place to get a certain medicine. And they're saying, hey, we can't say he's here for that. Let's say he's depressed, because people keep picking on him and calling him, you know, retarded and stuff. And let's say he's depressed. Come on, man.
Replayed.
He still gets to vote. That's the sad thing. Like, even he still gets to vote. You know what I mean? Like, he still gets to cast votes to determine.
Man, his wife is abusing him. Like, she does not love him.
So is Biden's.
Yes, absolutely. Right? Is this like a thing now? This is what they do? They find like a dude who's like the face, and the wife controls him.
Bro.
This is creepy.
I mean,
And-
like, go ahead.
And just one more thing before I forget, I just want
More?
to I want to bid a farewell. I hope your life goes good to Susan. you know, the CEO of YouTube, you know, stepping down and dipping out, and all the wonderful fucking things you did for YouTube, and you know, the way you treated us, you know, hats off to you. I hope you have a wonderful life, stepping down with all that money that we made you, and
Right.
you know, and the new person coming in who, if y'all look into it,
Who?
he was like the head of damn, I can't think of the department. He was the one that like got rid of the dislike. He was the head of the department that got rid of the dislike button and wanted to bring NFTs to the forefront on YouTube and
I quit.
all this and all that. And now he's gonna be a part. I think he looks he looks like Indian or like from Pakistan or something. I'm not sure. I mean, he's probably American, but I don't know. He looks like, you know, from the Middle East. I'm not sure his name. I can't think of his name. But if you look it up, maybe I can get Nisi to share a video. Somebody was talking about it. Penguin Z or something like that. But anyway, hey, welcome to the higher ups in YouTube, dude. And I'm pretty sure you're probably gonna fuck up what little bit of freedom of speech we got left on this fucking platform. You know what I'm saying? So just be ready for plenty of strikes and plenty of rule changes, because you know when the head changes up, new shit comes about. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what is it? What is it? Liberty Tree. What is it again?
The LibertyTreeFellowship.com.
There you go. The last place.
Man, I'd say that Susan lady, I hope she reaps what she has sown for the rest of her life, in just bushels and bushels.
She's gonna be doing some shit for Google. You know she gonna keep making money. She gonna keep man. These people never reap. They never do, man. Biden will go to his grave rich and happy, and his whole family will have generational wealth, and all he'll have 100 years from now. There'll be little plaques and sculptures of him in the White House and shit.
I don't think so, man.
High school's named after
I think this country's going to burn to the ground soon.
I'm listening. I am listening. Look, no, hey, I'm working on my airsoft helmet, but I'm listening.
Man,
I'm telling you, man, it's almost too much to wrap your head around, man. Like I'm gonna tell you the truth. I hear the headlines and I think what I think, and then I move the fuck on, man. I'm let me play a video game. Let me just chop it up with Nisi and go for a ride, man. Let me go out back and check out the water, man. Fuck these people, man. Like all this shit that's going on, all the lies. It's like the lies are so. It's beyond anything we've ever. I mean, I know the government has always lied to us and always done shady shit, but at this point, man, they never tell the truth at all with nothing. Every single thing that we see on this MSM, all these people are duped in. They're all fucking lying to us, man. It's horrendous. Horrendous. I don't trust none of it, man.
I hate to hear the press secretary. I'm sorry, go ahead.
It is painful.
Lies, man. She won't answer a direct question. It's infuriating. I just want to scream at her. And I was like, oh, you little punk reporters in front of her, ask her a real question and make her answer it. Don't let her get away with that bull crap she just said. It makes me mad.
I never listen to her. I've never, not once, not a minute.
It's
never.
painful, bro.
Watch it every day.
What about this one, bro? What about this one?
I know you do. So does Nisi.
Yeah.
It's punishment, man. I don't know why I do it.
I swear, y'all be. I hear Nisi in the room, lying motherfucker. You know, I'm like, what?
Nisi does it like that.
Shit. Nah, it's not quite like that. I'm exaggerating the shit, but you can hear her like talking to her phone or whatever. Like,
all right, yeah. I can hear it.
I can't listen to this shit no more. And you're like, I know she's listening to something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, here we go.
Yes, so when's it coming then, man? When's it coming? 8/23. August 2023. Is that WW3 Revolution, Civil War,
Yes.
everything, all encompassing everything?
Let me ask y'all this, and I'm gonna ask the chat too. When have we shot shit out of the air over our own soil? When have we sent up fighter jets and shot missiles at something over our own soil? When's the last time we did that?
No,
Anybody
I
in
don't
the
know.
chat?
Any time in my lifetime.
Hey, can I add to that? 4
WW2.
times in 1 week. Come on.
Yes.
Yeah, 4 times in 1 week.
Right.
But when's the last time? Hey, can anybody in the
Yeah.
chat remember a time when we
WW2
were?
down
I
in
thi-
Hawaii. That was the only time we've ever had to shoot anything down over American soil, wasn't it?
Well, during World War II, like Japan had like beachheads in Alaska and Washington State. We had to fight them back, like through the Aleutian Islands and shit.
So that was World War II.
40s.
So I would say we're in World War III, right, motherfucking now.
No, we are.
Oh, there ain't no doubt about it.
Considering that we did an active act of terror against Russia on their oil line, you know what I mean? Keeping our nose in other people's business.
Oh my God, there's so much happening. Like it's like, oh my God, like one thing is distracted from the other thing, but the thing that's distracting is really screwed up and should be paid attention to also at the same time. It's like it's crazy.
Yeah.
All this
And-
stuff.
Oh, that list, man. I didn't even know. I was like, someone's like, hey, yeah, the list came out yesterday. I'm like, what? What list?
I
Like
didn't
just
know
like y'all
about the
did.
list. I didn't know about the list, but I know
I know,
everybody's on
man.
it.
I didn't
Everybody's
either.
on it, bro.
I was watching trains blow up and balloons getting shot down and stuff.
That's
Hey.
the distraction. That's where they want you, brother. That's where they want you.
Bro, I've never
They got
believed
me
in-
too. You ain't by yourself. You got me too. I'm sitting around thinking about balloons and trains. Like, what the fuck? This ain't no carnival, man.
Yeah,
Right?
Bro,
What the
I-
hell am I
I've never-
doing,
I
man?
never knew. Like until this Ohio thing, and then all of a sudden there's all these other derailments. I'm like, what
Yeah.
is going on? And they're like, oh,
Dude.
this happens 1,000 times a year. I was like, you sure?
semis tipping over.
I'm gonna throw a prediction out there.
Uh-oh.
And I'm sure a lot of people already thought this too, but I want it on wax if they don't take my video from me.
Okay.
I predict that this train derailment in Ohio and the stuff that has happened there, kids that are 5, 6, 7 years old today that live around there, some of them are going to be dying from cancer when they're 25, 30 years old.
Oh yeah.
Maybe sooner. There's gonna be a spike. We're not gonna be thinking it. I mean, I might even be dead by then. I mean, I'm almost 50 now, so that'll be when I'm 70, 80 years old. But it's gonna happen, man. These
Bro,
motherfuckers have poisoned the land. It's like Chernobyl. I was watching this one dude, man. He was a chemist and knew about chemicals and shit. He went to school for it. That's what he learned. That was his thing. That's what he do. And he was saying that the chemicals in the train, yeah, they're bad. But when you ignite them and they turn into another chemical, which is even worse. Like
Mhm.
there's no way in hell that should have happened, man. They have fucked that land up. And how can a president not put money behind that? We'll send money over to Ukraine,
Right.
and we won't even fucking help clean up our own fucking disaster.
Yeah.
They were arresting. Listen to this. They were arresting reporters that were reporting on it, and they said, "Oh well, we were trying to evacuate people, so they weren't evacuating, so that's why we arrested them." But there's like video out there of when they were arresting them, and there's other people standing around, and they weren't arresting them. I'm telling you, man, this is some crooked shit. Like I'm a little worried about talking about it.
Hey,
You know what I mean? Straight up, because
Yeah.
these motherfuckers, man, they don't like when you have thoughts of your own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. hey, and that's the thing for me, man.
Smoke
Seriously, like
plume.
I keep saying it. Go ahead.
I was just saying the smoke plume from where they were burning off the chemicals just kept going on and on and on into the horizon. Like who knows what particulate is going to rain down on.
Yeah.
They destroyed the land where it happened, but they what they did now it's going to allow it to go and destroy other lands, and we don't even know. We have no idea where this stuff's going to pop up. I heard someone say 30 million people are going to be affected by this.
Wow.
A tenth of our population.
Yeah.
And the president and FEMA said, yeah, it's not a disaster. We can't help you.
You
That's
imagine all
crazy.
the orchards and gardens that are completely ruined because of that stuff. You know, like, would you want to eat from an apple tree that was 3 blocks away from that place? You know what I mean? Or
Yeah, right.
all that stuff is trash. Like years worth of work in agriculture type shit is all trash now because of that kind of stuff.
Man, you
Yeah.
see like
You-
the TikTok videos of people like they're gone now. It was just people like, man, like talking about how it smelled, like how the air felt. I was like, get the hell out of there. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
let's talk about this real quick, man. Let's talk about this real quick. You got the train derailments, and you got a few of them happening. You got shit being blown up out the sky.
Yep.
For what? 3 or 4 things shot up out the sky. How many food processing centers and food distribution centers got mangled? Then you got a plastic planters, I think it was down in Florida. You got 5 acres burning of plastics.
Yeah.
Now I can see having an excuse for something bad that happens. Bad things happen, but when there's tons of bad things happening, and you give us no legitimate excuses for why, how, who, none of that, for none of this shit.
Nothing, bro.
So you have to be hiding the fact that at least out of the 100, 200 things that have happened, I mean, not to mention the grid, when they were popping off shots at the grid, taking out fucking electricity and shit. We are the people of this country, and this country is in mayhem right now. This country is having disasters happen all over the place, and the people that are in control of the country, the ones that run the country, they're not letting the people of this country know what the fuck's going on, man. This is criminal. This is criminal, man. This is disgusting. How the fuck can you let us just sit? How much worry are we having? I mean, I'm not even near the disasters, but imagine the people that live near these disasters that are happening.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me that there's no terrorist whatsoever, that it wasn't, none of this shit that had happened wasn't done on purpose. Not one of them. Not even one of them.
Try. Hey, the only reason I said like what they're not saying is just as important as what they are saying. There's no one has, they haven't pinned this on anybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, seriously, like, are we that incompetent or like, but then I'm gonna tell you, nobody is at the programming. Nobody is even asking who's doing this. What is going on? Nobody is demanding that they do an investigation. Nobody. Us. Like, we're the only ones that are like asking, like, what is going on right now? The public, they just see what's happening, reactive. They just see what's happening and they just say, oh, okay. Yeah. It's crazy, man. The programming. And that's what it is.
All right, y'all want to hear breaking news? Breaking news.
Well, hold on before
Hold
you do that, chat, fellas. Try. Welcome back, brother. I gotta dip out. I appreciate y'all, man.
Man, thanks for hopping up here. I know you was on a tight schedule, brother.
Right. So, shit, I appreciate you, man.
Good
Man,
seeing you,
good to
Hutch.
see you.
All
Good to
right.
see you.
Nah, man.
All right, so listen to this. Listen to this shit. So Biden, an announcement from Biden. Guess what he doing? He said he gonna give U.S. tax dollars. They gonna go to Ukraine.
Oh, yeah.
And they gonna go to Ukraine social services and their pensions.
Bullshitting.
I ain't
Wait,
bullshit,
wait.
man. Yeah.
We're paying the pensions of people in
Bro.
Ukraine now.
Bro, I'm done.
Nisi, if you know a little bit more, you can drop it in there and let the people know a little bit more about it. But I mean, this is what we're dealing with, man. This is what our country, man, we got 1,000 derailments a year. I think we need to get some money put into our train systems so we can fix that, if that's the case. I don't think we should be having trains derail 3 times a day.
1,000 a year. Like
Yeah,
he said
fuck.
it so nonchalant too. Like, it's 1,000 years, nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
And what,
What-
and
what?
we never hear about this shit.
Yeah, that's what
nobody-
nobody. I was like,
Big
I've
money.
never heard this.
No,
A
money.
train derailing seems like a pretty big deal. Why? There's 1,000 a year. It's never in the news. Never, ever. You're
I
too
think
busy reporting on Trump and crap. Like, Jesus, 1,000 a
we
year.
we should do some research, because if that's true, I'd like to know how many train derailments Russia has or China has a year.
Yeah, get them.
Because if America's having 1,000 and they're having like 20,
It's a
I
problem.
mean, how incompetent are we all the way around, man? But I mean, seriously, and I'm not trying to shit on my country. I love America, man, but I'm saying something has to give here. That don't make no damn sense.
Hey, bro, I'm hoping that this just doesn't carry over to like defense, like missile defense, like all the things that really matter, like defense. I'm hoping that it's not. Yeah, I hear you.
Well, I'll tell y'all this too, because I haven't caught nothing on film. I've been super busy, man, and I really have. I've been super busy in life, but I'm talking about 1 o'clock in the morning. Them doomsday planes and them sub hunters coming over my house. I'm talking about packs of helicopters, 3 of them coming over my house while 2 fighter jets are heading that way, and the doomsday planes heading the opposite way. I'm talking about major activity in the skies, and it's for a while there. When it would hit the weekend, it would be almost a relief because you wouldn't have to hear all that noise all the time. But now I've been woken up in the middle of the night because they're so loud coming over the house, and that's in the middle of the night. These Bamas are running nonstop. When I get up in the morning, man, sometimes it's before the sun rises. And y'all have seen pictures that I've shared where, I got a beautiful sunrise out here. But when that sun comes up, I can see little trails of planes going like this. And I've shared it on my, I've got some video of it, and I've shared it on my page. But I mean, they are hawking our skies like crazy, man. They are watching shit like, I really truly think that our government is worried as shit that somebody's going to invade or try to make a move over here in some way or somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, if you watch other YouTubers, like even New York Prepper, man, he be posting how 4 doomsday planes all of a sudden got to be thrown in the air, scrambled quick as a motherfucker within 15 minutes. Bam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm gonna tell y'all this too, that 90% of the shit that goes in the air that I see around here doesn't come up on radar, because Nisi always jumps up on the computer and tries to see what kind of, plane it is, helicopter, whatever, and they
Really?
don't even turn on their transponders. You know what I'm saying? They're keeping that shit on the DL.
Hey,
And
man,
it's no bullshit. I'm not trying to be fearful and shit. I'm telling y'all
good.
the God's honest truth. This is what I see. This is what's going on, and I'm just trying to be honest and upfront with y'all. This is what the fuck I see every day, every night.
Yeah. Nah, bro, seriously. Look, the content creators that I do talk to, they all have reports of like Air Force bases, like activity that they've never seen before. The jets, you know what I'm saying? Like they're like, what is going on? We're on a war footing. Look, Russia is legitimately on a wartime economy. We're the only ones that's chilling, like it's business as usual. We are the only country right now. China, they've got a mobilization that's going to start March 1st. 1.5 billion. That's their population. 18 to 60, 18 to 55. Bro, we're the only ones that's chilling. Russia just invested, what was it, like 200 million to refurbish public bunkers for the public, bro, to update them, make sure everything was working. It was clean. They were ready to go. We're the only country that's just chilling, wondering what's going on. These derailments.
Man, I'll say this, man. I'll say this. We've talked about it a many a times. I mean, how many live streams have we done, fellas? And we talked about it a many a times that we should be prepared, and that this could happen, and that this could happen, and that this could happen. But we all know it takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time. But when the writing is on the wall, man. If you think, I mean, if you think that this country is just gonna chill and that nothing bad's gonna happen, and I'm not trying to be a fear monger, man. I'm not trying to sell y'all fucking camping supplies and shit, man. I'm just telling y'all how I think and how I see it.
Bro, it's coming.
It's coming like a motherfucker, man, and it takes time to come. You know, think about when 9/11 happened. It took us like a month to get over there and start doing, you know, shock and awe and all that shit. Like, and that was super fast. Like that was,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like we were coming. Like, you know what I mean? So
Lickety split.
when you hear, you know, if you listen to New York Prepper and some of these other guys, man, and they show you how we're shipping these tanks over here and we're setting up these things over in this country and we're putting troops in Poland and we got, you know, these aircrafts heading, you can watch them on the radar, they're heading over to England, and
Yep.
that is the setup, man. It's coming, man. It's coming.
It is.
It ain't no joke, man.
And you think China is poised to take Taiwan and really start asserting their empire globally? The only thing that stands in the way is us. So I keep thinking about what you kept saying, like they keep shooting everything out of the sky. Are they worried about someone coming in now? I mean, I think Biden, his whole administration, and a lot of people in our government are totally complicit in helping China do whatever they want to loot the world. So that being said, though, now that they're totally beholden to China, they're also afraid China could just come and take us over anytime they want now, because they've infiltrated our military, our government. I mean, the southern border is completely wide open. Our northern border is Trudeau. So, I mean, they're primed, like Josh just said, they're primed to move as time. And so,
yeah,
I don't know. I hadn't thought of it from that point of view. Like China trying to take us out, Russia, obviously they would be partners, and as long as they could do whatever they wanted if they can just get us out of the way. Problem is the 400 million privately owned guns.
Yeah.
In our country.
Or
that's
5.
a big problem for them. They'll never control America. If they can collapse it so that we have to fight each other, that's their best bet. I think they know that.
Native, I'm with you, brother. Seriously, let us use.
No foreign country can take over America. It's too late for that, but
yeah,
they can make it collapse.
But it won't be America. It'll be hell on earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we are invaded and they do try, like it's gonna be so fucked up here. It's gonna be pathetic, man. It's gonna be like nothing you ever knew. It's the end of the world as we know it. You know what I'm saying?
Know it. Hey,
no
that's
bullshit.
What's coming. That's what's coming, though. Seriously, it's as serious as that. That is what's coming. Look, Russia just did a deal where they're preparing for a 30-month war with NATO. That's what they're foreseeing, a 30-month war with NATO and the U.S. 2.5 years. That's the war that they're projecting. That's what they're planning for. That's a long time, bro. I'm gonna go through all of my mountain house. I'm gonna go through all of my freeze-dried foods. You know what I'm saying? The water, all. That's a 6 to 8 month process, and then after that, I got to start growing stuff. And what they're telling me is that I'm still gonna have another 1.5 years of war. Now look, nobody even knows what that looks like, and this is Russia. This ain't even China, bro. Your boy Canadian did a video talking about how legitimately China has part of their military is balloon warfare, and they can launch 3,000 of these balloons, bro, and send them everywhere in a moment's notice. Boom. And we don't know what these balloons have.
That'd be crazy.
Nuclear, conventional. Yep. Bro, our Air Force is between Russia and China, man. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't, and then 1.5 billion. So half of that, a quarter of that decides to just start trying to attack our shores after the EMP. I ain't trying to scare y'all. I'm just saying this is what we're prepping for after an EMP. Go ahead.
Our government has told us without telling us that there can be an object flying across the entire United States over every single one of our nuclear main joints and they have no idea what it is, and they won't know what it is until after they shoot it down and they investigate for a week.
Yeah.
That's what they're telling us. So what they're telling me is that anybody can fly into our country completely all the way across it, get to all of our nuclear silos, and they won't even know who it is, what it is.
Right.
That is, I'm not the smartest dude in the world, man. But what I'm saying is that's so super. That little bit of information that they throw out there, man, that tells us so much. Like, that's some dangerous shit, man. That ain't cool, man.
Yeah. Gotta read between
We
the
in
lines.
trouble. We in trouble. We in trouble.
I just
But I ask
remembered
y'all this.
some- I'm sorry,
I
go
want
ahead, bro.
I want to ask y'all. I'm just going to ask y'all. What's the number one way to control a population, an entire population? What's the number one control method to control
Food,
an entire
Control the food supply.
Necessity.
food? But what will immediately have everybody scared to death and totally looking for, hey, are you going to save us? What you know what I'm saying? War. I'm just thinking war.
Okay.
If it's world war, everybody's scared. Everybody's praying the government fucking takes care of us, protects us. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying everybody. I know there's some of us out here that we gonna hold our own until we can't no more, and it is what it is.
Right.
But everybody chills the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? When bombs start dropping in the United States, I guarantee you, 80% of Americans are going to be praying the government does something and has our back and can win this mother. And you know what I'm saying?
I am. I will be.
I mean, so that's why I say there's got to be war, and there's going to be war, and I don't think it's going to be a 3-year war. I think war is going to happen for. If you go back in history, man, war, I mean, we've always been at war, but I think this World War III, this is going to be the big banger, man. And it's going to change the way everybody lives on this planet.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to go on for a very long time, man.
Yeah.
We're never going to be friends with, you're going to have generations die off for healing between nations. If we really go to battle with Russia and China and there's a world war, there's going to be so much hate between the lands. It's going to be there for 100 years, 150 years, a World War III. And if nukes get dropped, if nukes get used,
oh, they will.
There'll be no forgiveness. There will be hate. It'll be like Palestine and Israel. You know what I'm saying?
Everywhere.
It'll be that type. Constant, forever, fucking.
Bro, I forgot who I was watching, man, but somebody asked the question, like, what is this war really about? This World War III. What is it really about? And for me, I'm always going to say it's for like the petrodollar. But to be honest with you, I think that's like old school. You know what I'm saying? So they were like, so is this China and Russia, all our enemies versus NATO and the United States? Like, is this for like total control of the planet? You know what I'm saying? Like what is this war about? Seriously. Resources.
I think the only thing you got to do is look at history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you look at Russia and you look at Putin, we destroyed the Soviet Union. We split up Russia. Then we told them, hey, look, we're not even going to make any moves towards your land or anything like that. We won't ever do this. We won't ever do that. And then what do? We start adding motherfuckers like Poland and other motherfuckers to the motherfucking shit that we promised we wouldn't do.
Yeah.
So Putin wants the Soviets. He wants to be in the history books forever to say that he brought Russia back and made Russia the strongest fucking place in the world. He wants to say that he was the supreme leader of the world. He wants that in the history books. And so does every motherfucking body else. Xi Jinping, he wants to be up there with, what was it, Mao or who was that big time dude? He killed like 25 million people. Yeah, I mean, that's what it comes down. Because these people have everything they want. You think Putin hurts for a meal? You think he don't drive in the best cars, live in the most fanciest places, and have the finest women that he's ever had and the finest meals? The dude hurts for nothing. Money doesn't mean anything to these motherfuckers. It's them history books, man. It's that crown. They want that crown.
Yeah, they have bunkers.
Because they definitely don't care about us. They ain't doing it for us. Do y'all think that this government does anything for us? Like, and I'm talking about as far as they're not doing it for us. Just like gun control. They're not trying to take away guns because some kid got shot.
Yeah.
They don't. Man,
We're expendable.
There's all kinds of people dying from all kinds of things.
Yeah.
They don't try to cancel that shit out. Like they want to take gun. Every world conqueror, every person that wanted to take over the world wanted to strip the weapons from their people. And I'm not trying to go off to the left and go on a different subject, but I'm just saying, man, these motherfuckers are crooked. They're being evil, and I'm probably going to disappear one of these days because they're probably going to bag me up in the back of a van and take me away. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, they're training to do that now, man. 'Cause they know a lot of them are going to go down when they come for the tribe.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, listened to you earlier. It reminded me of something. When I was in my 20s, when I first got back from overseas, I was really messed up and I got real into the church. And I hooked up with this old school holiness preacher. And he would do tent revivals and stuff. And I would travel with him and help him set up the tents and just take part in the revivals. And, anyway, there was a prophecy given in 2004. And this was a minister who, like, he would be in the spirit, give these prophecies, and they all came true. And this was one he gave right before he died.
What?
He said the last president America will have before the end will be a woman.
Really?
And that was 2005. So every time like a woman gets close to the White House, it reminds me of that. But I was thinking about, like, they got Kamala in line to be president.
Tulsi.
They got what's her name? Just used to be the governor of South, Nikki Haley. Like, she's trying to run for president. I was like, man, it just reminds me of that prophecy.
Bro, that's crazy.
I think we're so close, man. I just feel, I don't know. I just feel like we're so close to whatever it is, the Black Swan event, whatever happens, man. Like, so much stuff is lined. Look at what we're talking about, how they're destroying our food supply, disrupting supply chains in a way that they can't be repaired, making it difficult for us to communicate with each other, to be able to afford to travel, like all these things, man. Like they're just disrupting things.
Native, we can't even say certain words on YouTube, bro. Come on, you know what I'm saying?
Can't even talk about the list.
If that isn't in their playbook as to how to suppress certain things, and I don't know what is. Bro, man, we are close. We are close
like,
to this.
Like what if in August of this year, like, something happens to Joe, God forbid.
Yeah.
Kamala has to step up and be the president. I'm like, oh God, here we go.
Bro, I'm thinking sooner than that. I'm with you, Native. I'm thinking sooner than that. And that's no cap. Seriously. The way things are moving, well, March.
Joe
all right, so
good.
No, your boy Putin's giving a speech on
Twitter. He's always swollen and he's squinting. I'm like, dude, you look like Popeye. You're not doing good.
Yeah. Bro, Putin's supposedly giving a speech on the 21st. What's today? The 18th, 17th, 18th?
17th.
It's the anniversary. Is it the anniversary of this whole thing? But supposedly he's supposed to announce that it's on with the West. It's go time with the West. Supposedly. We'll see.
I've been hearing a little bit about I forget who it was, man. I don't, I hate to talk about something when somebody was talking about it and not give them the shine from it, but forgive me if you talked about this, but they said something about Russia wants to do something big before the ground unfreezes. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm looking at like this month that within the next 30 days, like Russia's going to do some grounding and pounding in Ukraine. But I think we need to, I said this in the past too. I think we need to keep an eye on Finland and Poland, man. And I know they talked about Poland. Everybody knows, Poland's the one to keep an eye on, but we really need to keep an eye on Finland and Poland. Because once it moves into that area, then it's on. You ain't got no other choice but to be on. I mean, they have to do something.
Bro, that's where we're at. Hey, do you remember? What was it, a year ago?
How the
we were doing the videos?
How the fuck are we giving all this money to Ukraine and I go to the fucking grocery store and I don't even fill up the cart halfway and it's $200, man? How are y'all making it? How are people fucking feeding their families right now, man? I ain't mean to cut you off, Josh. It's just hit me, man. It's just all this shit going on, and on top of that, people can't afford to fucking live out this motherfucker. And he wants to get on TV or put out an announcement that he's giving all this money to every other day. They're giving money to Ukraine. Like, what the fuck is going on, man?
Yeah, I'm eating less these days. Honestly,
yeah, ain't eating as good. Ain't eating as good. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
No, man.
The car, man, you're gonna pay for a used car as if you're buying a new car.
Really?
I don't know if people out here car shopping, man, but you're gonna pay for a used car. You're gonna pay for a used car like a new car. It's gonna be the price of a new car.
Wait, what are we talking?
Well, I'm talking
15, 20?
No, hear me out.
All right.
2018, 80,000 miles, 25 grand with taxes.
No.
With taxes and a 3-year
warranty or whatever.
$31,000. 31 for a used car,
bro,
with 80,000 miles on it.
Sounds like the houses.
And I'm not talking about a fucking Ford Mustang. I'm talking about a minivan.
Gotcha. It's that bad.
Hey, telling y'all, man, shit is fucked up, man. Shit is fucked up. And companies don't care. Like, I take this, I want to throw this out there, too, for anybody that might not have seen the short. But I order some terminal tackle to make my fishing rigs from the UK. They got this shit that you can't get in America. It's just little gadgets that you put on rigs, and it like gets you further out there. It's really cool. I get on their website because I'm gonna put a little order in because spring right around the corner, and they got a couple new little gadgets that's gonna work really good, and I can't wait to get them. But I get on there, and right on the front page is, due to a cyber attack on Royal Mail, we can no longer ship internationally at this time. So there's been in the UK, there's been a cyber attack. Now, I want to talk about this for a second. Hear me out. There's been a cyber attack on their Royal Mail, their mailing service.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. In the law, there's only one thing that can break the law on the roads and not get in trouble for it, and that's the mail. If you're a cop and you speed and do some fucked up shit, you can be, have tickets, you can get pulled over, you can get in trouble. But if you're the mailman, you can bypass every law on the road. It's legal.
Gotcha.
Back when any wars happened, who's the safest motherfucker there is? The motherfucker transporting messages and shit like that. It's just a known fact in the rule of war. You don't fuck with the person sending messages because you gotta have that. And then you look at the UK and they're having cyber attacks on their fucking mailing services. It's bigger than just a little fucking headline. And nobody's talking about it. I had to go to a company and try to order something and then see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's bigger than what it sounds. When you start attacking fucking mailing shit and shit, that's huge, man.
Hey, bro. Hey, seriously? Like, everything over in Europe, they gotta be getting their ass kicked. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the front line.
Do you watch Funky Prepper? You watch Funky Prepper?
No, let me write that down.
Yeah, Funky Prepper, just how it sounds. Funky Prepper. This dude drops gems. He does live streams and puts out buku information. Some of the best information out here on YouTube. I got to give it to him. I've been shouting this dude out for like a year and a half now. I found him like a year and a half ago. I've been telling y'all about him, man. And he's getting better and better and better. And now he's doing live streams and dropping. I mean, he's giving info that nobody's talking about. And he's a straight up dude. He ain't sitting there, you know, talking about little bullshit that, you know what I mean, that everybody argues about and goes back and forth with. Like, he's actually dropping shit that is happening. This is what it is.
Yeah.
This is what, and it's all over there. And we need to know the shit that's going on over there. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that relates to us.
Seriously, exactly. Yeah.
I don't mean to be talking so much, man. I haven't been on live in a long time.
No, good, man. It's your show. We ain't seen you in like 8 years.
For real.
I know it's been a couple weeks, man.
So that's what it felt like, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me too. You know, I was telling Nisi this, man, just real quick. Somebody left a comment and said, "We miss you, Tribe." And I was like, you know, and whoever it was, I'm not sure who it was, but I was like, you know, they got it easy, man. They got it easy. Let me say why. For y'all in the chat, y'all got it easy. Because y'all got to miss one person, me. But I got to miss 5,000. I got to miss 100 in the chat. I got to miss all the fellas. Like, the real suffering, the real pain is on my shoulders. I just want to let y'all know that shit. Press 1. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just miss one little old me. I got to miss all y'all. Fucking life happens, man. There ain't nothing I can do about it, man. I got to hold it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But one good thing, I'll throw this out there because I want to share it with the chat and with y'all, man. I'll get my grandson tomorrow, man. Get my little dude. He gonna come spend the night, man. We're gonna sit around all night playing video games and shit, man. Eating pizza and shit, man. It's gonna be cool as shit. He's the most handsomest little dude. He gonna be a lady killer, boy. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
He gonna have all the women. That dude is just as handsome as can be, man.
That's what's up, bro. Hey, that's what it's all about, man.
Tell him,
seriously.
Yeah. But it makes me sad, man, because he was over here last weekend and we sat around for like 3 or 4 hours just playing video games, man. I kept looking at him and I kept thinking, man, where is he going to be when he's 17, 18, 20 years old? Is there going to even be in America, man? What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing, man?
Bro, legit. I was driving, man. Just driving, normal day. And the school buses, I guess it was a school that I was driving past, and they were just like school buses, just kids. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I almost got a little sad, bro, but the thought just crossed my mind, like, I feel so sorry for these kids. They have no idea that the future is, you know what I'm saying? Our future was bright. Whatever we wanted to do, it was, but these kids, seriously, like, they'll probably be coming up in like a conflict and all of this stupidity and craziness. You know what I'm saying?
They're suffering right now, man. How many kids out here, their family can't afford to get halfway decent food in the house? Try to buy help. You go buy shit food right now. It costs out the ass. Imagine trying to buy good healthy food for your fucking child right now.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Like,
and it bothers me so deeply, man, because we're poisoning ourselves because of these bastards in power. We're eating this shit and feeding this shit to our kids because these motherfuckers have made it impossible for at least half the fucking families in America to live a halfway decent life when it's unnecessary. And we're sending billions of dollars over to another country so we can be in a war with fucking Russia and not have to be in a war with fucking Russia.
It's the war,
it's
bro.
Fucking sickening, man.
It's the war, bro. That's where we're at. It's the war. Hey, I'm counting on our military. Seriously, Hey, Native, I'm counting on y'all, bro. Counting on y'all, man.
Save me from the EMP, man.
Bro, look, I don't know what the hell y'all do. I'm hoping and I'm praying that like they have it covered somewhat. I'm hoping for at least the 60 to 75%. I think we can catch the other 25. We can Red Dawn an invasion. You know what I'm saying? But
How corrupt do you think our military is now? Like a lot, the whole jab thing, they lost a lot of the like most patriotic, like freedom loving soldiers just retired or left. And,
Native.
I mean, they're still here. They're still in America.
Yeah.
So you can still count on like what is it, like 17 million veterans in the United States of America.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
listening.
lot.
Hey
17
man.
million, that's a lot, man.
Yeah, that is.
We got this. And they're still good. They're still good soldiers, I believe. At least half the military is still going to be good people going to do it because their families are here. Same thing with
Yeah,
law
yeah.
enforcement. There's going to be good law enforcement. It's going to be bad law enforcement.
Yeah.
It's like Tribe said earlier, man. It's going to be total war in on our country's soil, and all of our families and kids. We're all going to have to go through it. It's going to be horrible. There's going to be widespread famine and all kinds of diseases and stuff, and just people are just going to be dying, and people are not going to be getting their treatments and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
And you know what? There's going to be like stuff shot out of the sky. There's going to be train derailments. There's going to be plantations burning to the ground. You know, that's what happens in war. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all feel me? Y'all feel me?
Hey.
I know y'all feel me.
Hey, seriously, look, Ohio, you can't touch the water. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Hey, can you imagine? Look, we talk about this. We talk about WRO. We talk about shift, but legit, if you cannot even touch the water in a stream or a lake around you, if water purification plants can't even like filter that out, bro, you are dead in the water with what you have until whenever. How many
Look, just in case people in the chat don't know this.
Yeah.
There's videos, and they're legit. It's actually that this dude. There was a movie made. I forget the actress that's in it. I like the actress. He was in. They made a movie about him, but anyway, he's like a political dude now or something. But he was at the water. He took a stick, and right at the where the water begins, and you could see in the water, the water looked clear as shit, looked good as a motherfucker. He took a stick and rubbed it into the ground under the water, and you just seen it looked like somebody dumped oil. It looked like somebody was dumping oil from underneath, and it was coming up to the water, and it was just like that blue green shiny shit all over the place.
That rainbow sheen.
Yeah. I mean, this is what's going on in Ohio, and you got Pete Buttigieg and Biden. You got Biden saying, "No, we're not going to give y'all no money to help." You got Buttigieg saying, we have 1,000 train derailments every year. That, you know, completely, they tried to cover it up at the beginning. And then when they couldn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And listen to this. The people that are taking care of this situation is actually the company that it happened to. So talk about a conflict of interest. What do you think? What are they worried? They're worried about their company crashing. They're worrying about their top dollar, their profit. They're not worried about nothing. You can't have something like that in charge of this. You got to bring in outsiders to come in and do it right. You can't let a company that's like me robbing a house, and then I'm gonna be the judge in the court against myself.
I'll take it.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's. And where's all the eco warriors at?
Right.
Screaming constantly about climate change and we can't have ranching here. We'll kill this little fish that lives in this canal. Where's the eco warriors at now? This is one of the worst ecological disasters in the history of the country.
Yeah.
That all Americans, who cares about politics, guys? Can we look at what's happening in our country and where's the eco warriors at? I don't want to hear nothing about climate change from them. I don't want them to hear about environment. Fuck you. You don't care. You're not. It's not only Democrats, but it's a gay Democrat. You think anybody's going to go up again? They're going to keep their mouth. You're talking about Pete Buttigieg, whatever the fuck his name is. He's a gay Democrat. Whatever that dude says, they're going to let that shit fly like a mother.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just the truth. I'm not shitting on gay people. I'm just saying this is how y'all be. You know, these motherfuckers that'll vote for a motherfucker who ain't even got his whole head together. I mean, y'all voting in people that ain't even alive no more. They'll say, hey, Pete's doing a great job. He's gay. He's like, oh yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah,
Ain't doing shit, man.
that's how it's gonna happen. Hey man, we're in trouble, bro. Look, man, I'm so thankful that we have this platform. It's crazy, and is you know what I'm saying? As it is,
You
bro.
know what blows me away, man. You know what blows me away. This is going off the left a little bit, but
Mhm.
what blows me away is we had a man that was president that was at war with almost every single person in government. That's possibly.
Yeah.
And that's sure what it looked like. And I mean, he ended up getting ousted and all kinds of shit, if you ask me. We had a man, and can you believe that the people of this country sided with the government? They hated this man. They wanted to get rid of this man who was actually beefing with people that been in this government fucking us year in, year out. Some of them 50 fucking years.
Who is this man?
Trump.
Yeah. Hey,
How are we ever
Yeah.
going? And I'm not saying have Trump.
Yeah.
But how are we ever going to get anybody to come in and change things up and fix our government when the possibility of somebody doing that and you turn on him and hate him and can't stand him because of the way his hair is or because he tweeted about some dumb motherfucker on Twitter?
Yeah.
This country's done, bruh. This country's done.
Hey, his approval rating's higher than Joe Biden's right now.
Don't matter. His approval rating was higher when they were fucking running, man. It's all.
No,
it's
I'm just
all-
saying,
it's
2024.
all a bunch of shit, man.
Yeah.
I feel you though. I'm not trying to be
You good? I
disrespectful
got you.
towards you and your points. I just saying, man.
Yeah.
I'm so fed up, man. I'm so fed up, man. I just can't believe people would actually fucking fall for this shit, man.
Yeah, bro. Hey,
Yeah.
but then since we're tapping in on this seriously in 2024, the
You
campaign
trust? You trust it? You trust at this point? Just me, I mean,
Bro, good native.
you actually have hope in this
Bam.
coming election?
Bro, come on. Look, tribe. Let's talk clearly. I'm a prepper, bro. I don't trust none of this shit. And to be honest with you, I haven't trusted for years. Look, the only thing that I can tell you that is going to happen with this election is the division is going to continue. There will CW 2.0 will probably come about from this upcoming election in the midst of a conflict with the other superpowers. This is going to be horrible because the left, they don't have anybody. There's nobody. Ain't nobody falling for that. Ain't nobody falling for that shit.
They did. To be honest with you, man, they didn't
Yeah.
have nobody in 2020, man.
That's what I'm saying.
They elected somebody who is definitely not 100% in the mind. And
In the
then,
basement.
Then for vice president, they
Yeah.
hooked Kamala Harris up,
She did nothing.
but she wasn't loved
Sorry.
by the Democrats when they were all up
No.
on the panels
No,
trying to
they
figure
hated
out
her.
who was gonna. She got booted out of there quick as a
She was the
motherfucker
first
because
one
of
to
her
go.
bullshit.
Yeah.
So I think they could put a fucking rabbit up there, man. And if whoever wants whoever to win, they're gonna win. Like it ain't even. I don't trust it at all, man. At this point, I hate
Yeah.
to say,
Yeah.
I think there has to be somebody, and then I think there has to be like man, I don't want to. I think we did a good job tonight tapping in on some things, and I don't want to get in trouble. But can I say revolution, and can I say that there could be like a following that splits?
It is.
And I think that's what needs to happen, man. I think we need to have. They've made it to where the country is so divided in half. Well, then let's just have it in half. Let's have 25 states believe this shit and run it this way, and y'all 25 states believe in what y'all want and run it that way. And the heads can try to work it out and be friends or something. We elect who we want to uphold our 25 states. Y'all elect who y'all want. I mean, we got to do something, man. We got to
17.
do. I mean,
17. Hey, look. Hey, it's primed. Native, we're primed. That, bro, I don't always look at exactly what's happening. I look at what could be the result of what is happening. We're primed. literally, we are primed. Look, everybody, everybody on the right, man, this is the person in control of everything that is crumbling in front of our face. That's going to be his responsibility. The left. Seriously, they're literally running us into the ground, and we see it happening. They're destroying people's lives, people's economies, generational wealth, whatever you want to call it. It's being destroyed. So that's, I ain't gonna lie to you, that's enough for me to say this will never happen again. You know what I'm saying? And then the people on the left, I don't really know what their argument's gonna be because none of it really makes sense. you know what I'm saying? Like they don't really have a leg to stand on to kind of fight, but there's gonna be something. Maybe they'll say the right's too insensitive to like our truths that each
Can I hit you with something though?
Go for it, bro.
We can sit here and say it's the left.
Yeah.
And that it's the left that's in power. They have the most power and all that. But the right has been sitting in those seats every fucking year for the past 150, 200 years, whatever the fuck it's been.
Yeah.
They've been right there. They've let this shit happen. Whatever the fuck went down, it went down while they were there too.
Yeah.
There ain't nobody doing shit about none of this shit. I blame the Republicans just as much as I blame the Democrats. What the Democrats beat up the Republicans, knocked them out, and then they did all this shit, and the Republicans are just waking up now like they need to do something. They should have been doing something the past fucking 40 years.
Yeah.
The past 20 years, the past 10 years. These fucking leaders that we vote in, they should be standing up. They should be walking into the state houses saying, fuck you, arrest this man. They're crooked. They're fucking no good. They're ruining this country. They're traitors to this country. Put him in handcuffs and take him to fucking jail.
Yeah.
They should. Everybody's fucking in cahoots doing this shit.
Mm-hmm.
The only motherfuckers that are half, it's us, the people, we the people. But we gotta stop. We gotta stop feeding into this divisional shit and putting it on one side or the other. We gotta blame all them. This is all of government's fault. Yeah. Our country is in the position it is right now because of our fucking government as a whole.
Bro, that's where it should be placed. Seriously, legit, 1,000%. That is where the blame should be placed. Government has fucked all this up, but I'm telling you, we're primed right now for CW 2.0. Look, it's what did I just say? It's not what's happening right now. It's the outcome. It's going to be the conflict, and not to go down the rabbit hole, but we all know what comes after this. The one world government and all that other stuff. There probably won't even be left and right. It's going to be one. So I don't know how much of a cahoots they're in, but CW is it's coming, bro. I'm fam. It's coming. Trust me.
Yeah, when it hits, man, we're going to wish. There's going to be a lot of us, especially in the chat and stuff like that, man. We're going to wish that we did have that meetup and that we all did pitch in a couple $1,000s and buy a bunch of land and we all got together. Because when it comes down to the come down, you ain't going to want to be a lone wolf in this shit, man. You really going to want a tribe, man. And I know a lot of people talk about tribalism. You know, I hear that word a lot, and it's like it's not good when you talk about, but when it comes down to it, you're going to need a tribe, man. And I'm not trying to say that because of prepper tribe and shit like that. I just say that because I don't want to say you need a nation or you need a group. Like, you need a tribe, man. And you really do. You really do. Like we're fucking around. We're working 40 hours a week, 60 hours a week, 80 hours a week. We got a wife and 2 kids or a wife and a kid. And we're trying that, man, they've built this slave system to be that way.
Yep.
They made it so hard. They made it so we don't trust each other and we don't build for ourselves, that we think we need them and their laws and their ways in order to do this and do that. Hutch is right. Native is right. Ghost is right.
Yeah.
POTB is right. You should be looking into, maybe we need to step out of this system that they have brainwashed us into since birth and say, hey, we need to do things different, man. We need to get together. We can form a family of we can have a village, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the
Hey,
dream.
I've come to a new realization. Seriously, this whole bugging in thing in the city. If you watch any like what is it, like YouTube shorts for a while, you'll start to see these videos of I don't want to call them thugs, but I'm gonna call them thugs with all types of native. I know you've seen it, jumping out of the back of vans, shooting in the cars, gas stations, just lighting stuff up. Look,
Right.
and so I was gonna bug in, but bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not prepared to deal with 6 or 7 of these. I don't know what you want to call them. I just call them thugs. With and they're equipped. Bro, AR-15s with 100-round drum. You know, the drums that have like the 2 things.
Nice.
Glocks with the illegal things that you're not supposed to have on them that just shoot like crazy. They got all of this. They got stupid stuff. So I'm gonna bug in and get overran by 6 or 7. You know what I'm saying? Like, they probably can't shoot. They probably can't aim. They have no form. They have no training. But just the sheer numbers of what is gonna be coming my way, bro. It's not gonna happen like the way I'm thinking. I'm not gonna be able to just chill. So yeah, native. Seriously, y'all got it going on out in the country.
Who's really about it though? Like, who's really about? Who's willing to make that change in life? Like, even I got excuses of why it's going to take me another year and a half before I can say, okay, I'm out of here and we're going to make this move and do this. Like who's willing to take that chance? It's hard, man. It's hard, and when it all pops off, and it don't even have to pop off, man. Like right now, think about it. If you had 100 people on 100 acres and you had a village and we were holding our own, life would be a whole lot better, man. You wouldn't have to worry about your kids eating healthy because we would have people growing shit, cooking up some real food, real meat, not this processed shit, not this shit they're shoving fucking, I don't want to say the word, but shoving wonkies in them and stuff to make them fatter or make them so-called healthier and shit like that. Like, who's really ready to make that move and say fuck it, man? There's land for sale.
Yeah,
we there's plenty. You probably, if you just did. If everybody, I mean, think about it. I got 5,000, and I'm not saying 5,000 people watch my shit. I barely get. I'll be lucky if I get 1,000 views on something. But if I just have 5,000 people, and everybody pitched in, say $500, I mean, how much would that be? You could buy buku fucking land.
Yeah.
And how much in a year? How many people blow $500 on boo? I've blown $500 in the past month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, crap.
It can be done. That's how shit gets built. How do you think Elon Musk built Tesla and a fucking space business that can compete and do better than NASA?
Yeah.
Because he said, fuck it, I can do this. And he put his mind to work and he found the people. And how do businesses get 7,000 people? Twitter had 7,000 people working for him. And we can't get a couple hundred people so we can get some land and fucking build a fucking village? Yeah. Shit, it can be done, man. It's just got to be done. You got to do it. You got to go for it and say fucking and do it. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. What's the guy on YouTube that's pretty popular for that? Every time I watch one of his videos, I'm wondering, like, how did he pull this up? Pastor Dow, something like that. I'm like,
Pastor Joe?
I think the one I watch is
Bear Independent and shit.
Pastor Dow, black
Pastor
dude.
Dow. Well, there's like, Pastor Joe too. Pastor Joe. I think they both got like the same kind of religious.
I'm like,
stuff too.
I don't know what what I'm saying. I don't know exactly what the religion is, but I'm like, how did they do it? They've got like hundreds of people on the property.
They went for it, man. They went for it.
Chicken, like you said, they take an entire day with like 40 people, and they're defeathering and you know what I'm saying, cutting up chicken, just meat, just straight up that they raised. And I'm like, how is this possible? Like this is,
We
and
were just talking about this, Hutch and Pop B and JR.
yeah,
We were talking about that. I was asking Hutch question, because he had that whole series about community building and stuff.
Mhm.
Because that's what tribe we've talked about this before. Like around here, like with Ghosts, that's one of the things I want to do. I want to get a group of people together and we go in and get like 100 acres because it's
Yeah.
really cheap here. I've been looking at it on my route. It's 5 miles from here, the land. It's just pristine. It's just wild sandhills, woods.
Really?
And you go in, you get the 100 acres, and like 20 to 30 of it in the center is like pasture and farmland.
Oh wow.
And there's like there's like the community cattle. That's where they'll go. So there'll be pastures. We'll grow our own hay.
How much
And
is
every
it?
year, I want to say it was because I got the number and I went and looked it up, and I couldn't find like a price on it, but there was like compare. You have to call they want you to call so they can get your name
Yeah.
and all this
Mhm.
stuff. But the
Information.
comparatives was like you get like 100 acres. I think it was $20,000.
What?
Like it's just why it's never
Yeah.
been developed. Like
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
nothing there.
Don't need
And
nothing. That's
Yeah.
you build the village.
exactly. We go in let's like 10 families or something go in and buy 100 acres. Like,
Yeah.
but I know we were talking about that before I got all those strikes, and we never brought it up again. I'm still serious about it. I want to do that.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not trying to talk like, we barely make anything on YouTube, but YouTube can help fund shit. You know what I'm saying? If you got 4 or 5 good creators, and even if you're making 100 or 200 each, that's $1,000. If you got 5 creators and you can make 200 a month on YouTube.
Yeah.
And if you could concentrate on it, I just couldn't imagine how fucking cool it would be to have all the cool people that's in the chat that hangs out with us all the time. We got to know each other so much. It ain't like we got to live in the same house. You got
Right.
your little piece over there. You got your little piece over there, and we watch out for each other, man. And we grow. I'm almost 50. If I make it to live to be 70, cool. But wouldn't it be cool for 20 years to have just Josh 2
Yeah,
acres
bro.
away, and Native an acre away, and Hutch 2 acres away, and Backwoods 2 acres away, and then you got Candle and Random JL and Tammy C and shit. Just I'm just throwing names out there, but
Yeah.
and you rely on each other and you come up with ideas and you build shit and I mean that's life, man. Sharing life
Yeah.
with others
Yeah,
and
brother.
doing something big, man. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Watching our kids and grandkids grow up together,
Yeah.
form friendships. Yeah,
And
that's
have
what
our
we were talking about. That's the tribe, man. That's it. That's what
Yeah.
we want.
and have our own rules, have our own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have, you can't have people robbing each other. You can't have people murdering each other. Like, but we won't have all this nitpicking bullshit. You say what you want. We talk it out. You could even have, neighborhoods have community meetings and shit. But that's that's not. I'm talking about real community, real village. I'm talking about a family, and it can be done, man. It can be done. I know y'all be doing the damn thing. I think about it all the time. Y'all are the influence of my thoughts. I think about it, and I'm like, man, that can be done, man. That can be done. If you don't, and you can have all these people around. And I'm the type of person. There's sometimes when I need a week, and I don't want to talk to a ne'er soul on this earth.
Yeah.
It's just who I am. I need that time, and it can be done. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you have everybody around, don't mean you got to be around everybody every day, every minute of the day. You still have your lives, but man, we could focus in on building businesses and surviving our own way without 9 to 5, making somebody else rich every day.
Yeah.
That's what we do. 9 to 5, we're giving these hours up to make these other people rich while we get scraps. We get 10% of what they get, if that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If that.
And
If
imagine if
that.
all of us were we were putting 40 hours a week into doing what you said, building business and wealth for ourselves and our families instead of giving it to someone else. It wouldn't take us long, man. It would take us long.
It
Yeah.
wouldn't. It wouldn't.
But bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Look, that's the way things should be. And there's enough in this country for everyone to enjoy life with their own little plot of land. You know what I'm saying? In their communities. But I seriously do believe that they would probably we turn into a wake up. You know what I'm saying? Just because we're setting an example. Was that a buzzword, Native?
What you said? Wake up.
Ah, no, bro, I didn't. You just said it.
But there's different things. Now look, I look deeply into Waco. I think the government was
He just said it
murderous.
too.
I think they were murderous bastards. But
Yeah, they did.
but we're not gonna have, and I don't know if it's true or not, but we're not gonna have leaders sleeping with other members' kids and shit. We're not gonna,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like we'll be legit. We're not gonna have. It's not gonna be like we're plotting and scheming to take over the government. We just want our own and leave us the fuck alone.
Yeah.
And we'll deal with it. If they
Yeah.
start fucking, we'll be, open. We're not gonna be,
Exactly.
hiding. We'll pay whatever the fuck we gotta pay. We'll have enough people to where if we gotta pay some taxes to keep y'all up, here, take it.
Yeah.
That's the price of living, man. Here, just fucking take it and get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Like,
They'd be like,
it can be done, man. It can be
Yeah,
done.
and we'll be united by just the American ideals, the Constitution and freedom and liberty, mind, not by some weird religious thing.
gotcha.
Right.
Anybody can
right.
be whatever religion you want. Nobody cares. Like,
Yeah, ain't gonna be no Jim Jones shit. You know what I'm
No.
saying?
Like y'all, they'd be like, y'all too happy over here. This,
And
check
the
this out.
thing about it like this, Just Josh. Let's say you wanted to invest in it and you wanted to do this,
I do.
but you still want just because you have a piece of land and you invest in this and you're a part of this community, don't mean you can't have a house
Right.
wherever else and you go there anytime. You're not binded to this place. Like you do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
But just we have to figure out a way to have a I don't know, is it trust, is it belief, is it
Yeah.
I know it's fear, it's fear that stops you from doing things like this.
Hey,
It's
I
like
got
you
one for
gotta throw the shit through the wind and just say fuck it, I'm gonna try, man. What else? You only live once and we ain't here but for a very little short period of time.
Yeah.
Before you know it, we're all out of here.
Hey,
So
bro.
why not do it, man? Why we talked about this before. We've talked about it. I know in the 2 years that we've been on YouTube, we've talked about it a few times. I want to start getting some text message. I want Native to text me and say, hey man, this land is this much. This is how much it's going to be. This is how many people we need. Like if we have 20 people, this is how much it'll be. If we can get 30 people, this is how much it'll be.
Yeah.
And I want to hit Just Josh up and be like, look, man, do you think in the next month or 2 or 6 or whatever,
Maybe.
could you come up with $3,000? I'll have $3,000 in 3 months, and we
3
can do
months.
this. Or a month. Or I'm just
How much?
I'm just
No,
throwing
bro.
shit out there. I'm just throwing shit out there. Man, I'll sell
like,
half the
man, I'll
shit I
do 2
got.
hot shots to make that.
Nah, bro. Hot
I'll
shots
sell-
ain't moving now.
I'll sell half the shit I got to invest. And we'll just have to work out the paperwork. Whoever invests gets a
Yeah.
piece of the pie.
Right.
If it don't work out,
Yeah.
you'll still I'm not just going to hand anybody money.
Yeah.
That's just not how it works, especially with me and where I come from. You don't just hand over money and say, okay, it's on. That's how bad shit. You wanted them, we'll have it on paper. You invested this much, this much of this land is yours. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
But we'll also have it in there that this is community land and, you can't, we'll have to get,
we'll figure it out.
maybe
We'll figure it out.
hire a
absolutely.
lawyer or something to figure
Absolutely.
something out.
Bro,
And I know it can. I know.
I was talking to the fellas about this earlier. There's something you could set up called, it's like a farm LLC, and we're like, the land is designated, or a certain portion of the land is designated as the farm limited liability company, and because you're gonna sell products from it or whatever. And then everybody else well, however much you pay in, you get 5 acres. Here's your 1 acre or whatever,
Whatever.
and you get a deed for that. That's your personal property.
Damn.
But like Tribe said, the LLC, if you want to be a member on the board of the LLC, it's another, because this is the
Yeah.
community where we grow food, and we share cattle and do a roundup every year, and everybody puts
Right.
T-bones and ribeyes and hamburger
Yeah.
meat and roast in their freezers for the year.
And I'm gonna tell you the truth. Some people probably I'm not gonna raise animals. I'll have a little garden and shit, and I would help others with. I'm not doing the animal thing. I'm not slaughtering animals. I'm not feeding it. I'm not going to be a part of that. But there's going to be things. It's like Hutch has said, or Backwoods has said. You probably said it too, Native. There's going to be other things that you can do.
Yeah,
To like
you can feed them.
let's just say me and Backwoods, we want to play poker. That's how we make money.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, we can be trained. And we can be part of the security team.
Right.
Or, somebody knows how to fix cars. That'll be a huge help and shit like that. And I know y'all talked about this shit, but it's like, I don't want to do it to become an Amish. Like, I'm not going to be Amish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, I love animals though. So like Native, I would be over here. I would be like petting your pigs and checking it, I would just be nice to your animals and love to have them around and shit. But I ain't no farmer. You know what I'm saying? But it does. What I'm trying to say is that anybody out there who's sitting there thinking and they're like, damn, I don't want to do it. You don't have to do anything. You just be a part of the community.
Mm-hmm.
Hold your own weight, whatever they say, and do the damn thing, man, and get it fucking done.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen? Look, now we have time to like pre-plan all this. You know what I'm saying? While there's money in the bank account. For some of us. Not me. But now while we have the opportunity, bro, to make these plans and have these dreams and these ideas, and we can, you know what I'm saying? We can chop it up on the YouTube. We're not gonna do it. But you know when we are gonna do it? You know when we are gonna do it? When we come crawling up to the community, that land, and we're begging. We are absolutely begging for an opportunity to be part of a community where we can experience just a little bit of peace of mind and safety, because there's safety in numbers. Where there's water to drink, there's milk, there's livestock. Seriously, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
See, I feel you. I'm on your same wavelength with that, but I think that's me and you thinking.
Okay.
I think that's our thoughts. Like, I don't think we can. I'm not gonna say that Hutch can't do this. I'm not gonna say Native won't do this. I'm not gonna say Ghost won't do this. I know them fellas. Them motherfuckers. They put their minds to it, and I know that's something that they really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I sit here and talk about it because I feel them, and
Right.
of course, I want to be a part of it.
Yes.
So I do think it will be done. I do think it's too much in their soul to do it. Hutch wants to do that, man. Like that.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing else in life that he wants to do more than that. And the same thing with Native. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I believe in them.
Yeah.
It's the other mother. It's the other people. I believe in them. It's the people who say, all right, well, I'm gonna donate this, and then there's nothing. But I'm here
Yeah, but
already.
how is it a loss though? Like if who the fuck wouldn't invest $3,000 in a piece of property? That's just smart.
I mean,
And if you get it on paper and it's legal, you don't have to worry about somebody fucking you over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why not? We throw away $3,000 in our lifetime over and over again.
Yeah.
Why not throw $3,000 at something and just, even if we ain't even gonna fucking be there.
Yeah. It's a win-win. But
Yeah.
it's still people right now like, I'm bugging in. I ain't worried about it. Lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf it.
Then they just won't be a part of it.
But then once their shit gets burned out, once their house gets burned down, and half their family gets taken out, then they're gonna be the stragglers coming in like, hey, what do I have to do? I'll tend to the animals, I'll sweep, I'll pick up poop, I'll garden. What do I have to do to be a part of this community? Yeah. What a paragraph.
Share on my book, man.
I saw that in your thing earlier, bro.
Man, I'm excited.
Hey man, look, all right, call me slow, bro. But
I got the materials. I'm gonna build like a small one just for proof of concept to make sure I can make one and make it actually work. I'm gonna hook it up to a grill and see if it'll run my grill. If that works, I'm gonna make a big one. I'm excited, man. I'm getting off grid, y'all.
Native, call me slow, bro, because I am sometimes. What is a gasifier?
All right, so basically you are taking wood
Okay.
and you're burning it. Well, technically not burning it, but in a oxygenless environment. So you just got like a metal tank, and then there's another metal tank, like a shell around that one,
Okay.
and you are causing the wood to basically break down to its basic components, which is hydrogen and carbon.
Okay.
And so it's basically like burning gasoline or burning, some kind of.
Yeah.
But they've been around for centuries. Like,
how long will it burn? You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're actually pretty efficient once you build it right.
okay. All
And
right.
I just based on what this book is saying, it's pretty easy. Hopefully it works out, man. I'm gonna tinker with it.
Get it, bro. Let me know how it goes. Please.
Gotta get into it,
Yeah.
I talk a lot of shit. I have for the past 2 years. It's time for me to really get into it,
bro. Yeah, it is, man.
We got about 8 minutes left.
Here we go.
We're gonna call it. That'll be the 2-hour mark. But all the stuff that has happened, man. I think everything has cooled out and chilled out, so I'll be able to do a lot more now. I don't want to jinx it, so I'm just gonna keep quiet. But yeah, it ain't gonna. I'm praying it ain't gonna be a couple weeks again. It's not gonna be like,
yeah, bro.
I plan on getting back at it and getting back at it serious, man, and keep coming at y'all, man. But I don't want to say nothing because I don't want to jinx it. So,
bro, it's needed. Look, it's needed, man. A year ago, you remember when we were watching the live streams where the people were leaving UKR in their cars, and we were like, man, what is going on? We were watching it, and now look at where we're at. We are on the very edge of a conflict, bro, between you know what I'm saying? Like a year ago, we were watching people leave UKR because the thing was coming, and now we are on the edge of a conflict between Russia, Europe, NATO, the United States. We got balloons doing crazy stuff.
And don't forget about all the stuff that has happened.
Yeah.
Like, add it all together, man. It's been ongoing, and you got to look at 2022, man. That was part of it too. Like, it's not a train derailment ain't the only thing that's happened. A balloon getting shot out the sky ain't the only thing that's happened. One few distribution center burning to the ground ain't just the only thing that. Like, look at all the stuff that's happening, man. Like, seriously, prep the fuck up.
Yeah.
And think about like Native and all them are doing with this community shit. Think about building your squad, your tribe, whatever, man.
Hey, man,
think
look,
about
it sounds like it's out there, but I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, realistically, just thinking about it, that is gonna be a lifesaver. Seriously, anybody who can do that now, that is going to be. There's gonna come a point in time where the people who don't have those groups, they're gonna be like, "Oh man, what the hell do I do? What do I do?" You know what I'm saying? But then the people who do have those things in place, they're gonna pack up their vehicle ahead of time, and they're gonna head to wherever it is they need to be at, and they're gonna be planning it out with other like-minded people who are prepped, who are ready to go, who has their back. It's gonna be day and night, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying?
And and on top of everything else, it'll be fun, man. It'll be friendship. It'll be all, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be fun. It would be fun to build a community, man. It would, to have that camaraderie, that the friendship between, like, I'm serious, man. I'm hoping that some people will really dig in. I hope y'all start emailing Native, email me, email Just Josh, email Hutch, email Backwoods. Really, I mean, if you want to, I mean, you got to put the word out there. If
Yeah.
you want to invest in some land where you'll have in writing legally that you own a piece of this land with your investment, you should start hitting the fellas up. Hit us up. I'm not trying to take y'all's money. I'm just saying the more we hear from people that might be serious about doing this, the more Native can look at that land and start talking to them people like, look,
Yeah.
I've got 6 people that's willing to invest right now. I think I could probably end up with like 12 to 15, maybe who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah, right.
the word has it. You got to have the people that are serious about it and willing to do it. And I'm in. You let me know when the shit goes down and what all needs to
Right.
be done. And the only thing you got to do is hit me. You text me, hey, man, I think this is what it's
We'll
going
make
to
it
be.
happen. We'll make it
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Make
why
it
I'm
happen.
going to Hanging Rock. Seriously, that's why I'm going to Hanging Rock. To be honest
Looking
with you.
forward to it, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Looking
Face to
forward
face.
to it. You know what? We're going to do like on Saturday. We're going to like the barter thing. We're all going to bring stuff to barter and trade.
I won't have nothing, bro. I'm flying in. I'm flying in
Oh
like
man,
rental car.
I'll
come
give
up
you
with
some
something.
stuff. I'm gonna set some stuff. I had a bucket I was gonna mail you like a while ago. I still got it. It's
What?
still packed.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'll just give it to you now that you come and hanging right.
But I can't bring it back with me on the plane. Oh, well, I'll mail it. Yeah. All right,
Okay.
bet.
I'll mail it to you.
Seriously.
But yeah, man, like I'm looking forward to that part because I was thinking we could all like come up with something that we're really looking for, like a barter item.
Yeah.
So I really need 410 shotgun shells. I can't find them or the only ones I can find are birdshot, and I want something different.
Yeah, right.
But I got some good
Okay.
stuff I'm gonna be trading.
That's
Something
what's
with
up.
okay.
That's what's up.
Oh, hey, bro.
I look forward to what y'all doing too, man. I seen Hutch's live where he was talking about, get over there. You want to shout that out real quick, man? That freedom
Yeah.
tree.
Do it.
Do
Do it, Native.
Yeah, thelibertytreefellowship.com, man. Yeah, there's a lot of changes coming to it. We're about to get the ad thing on the website, but I like it because it's just you can make a free account and get the newsletter. All you gotta do is just sign up. It's free, and people coming over there. Hutch is pumped. He's putting out some good stuff. Hutch's stuff that he's doing on there is some of his best videos he's ever made for YouTube, and they're over there. Y'all
Sweet.
got to go watch them, man.
Gotcha.
POTB is writing these essays on freedom and liberty, and I think they're free. Like you
What?
can go and read his blog. He does a blog like twice a week.
Nah, bro.
Damn.
He ain't doing no blog.
Yes,
can't
POTB
type.
is killing it, man. I gotta plug that brother because I'm impressed because he lets us like pre-read his stuff.
Copy.
Go check out this dude's brain, man. He's the philosopher of the revolution. He
Serious?
really is.
That's
Copy.
what's up, man. Man, POTB is a smart motherfucker, man.
I know it, man. I know it.
All right, y'all. We stabbing out. We got a minute, and I'm gonna end this joint, man. Y'all want to throw anything out there, man? Josh just did a live. Make sure y'all go check that out. If y'all didn't check it out, man, he did a live. He had some people up on the panel and shit.
You know.
Make
That
sure
was a
y'all
good one.
check out that. Say it one more time. The Freedom.
Liberty.
Not the Freedom Gathering at all. Not even
Man,
close to it.
man, will y'all change-
TheLibertyTreeFellowship.com.
Will y'all change that damn name, man?
Well, I look
God.
like pinball over here. Come on, I'm a real person.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Y'all
shit.
too much. Sophia.
Don't die dry.
Random.
Oh man, it was good
Yeah.
to see you.
Was
brother.
that a jab? Was that a jab? That was a slight jab. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
You know we can't do a live without slapping somebody in the face. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I hope I hurt somebody's feelings.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next one. And don't think I don't have the underground in mind. I have the underground in mind. I promise you. All right, we'll catch y'all on the next one. I promise.
Bam.
Peace.
God, man.